So as far as length retention goes, I'm going to go over the 3 biggest things that helped me to be able to keep the hair that I grew over the past year. And I took it notes on my phone. Don't think I'm texting y'all. I just start to ramble if I don't have a list here. So my 3 tips to length retention would be moisture. That is number 1. I deep condition my hair once a week. So whether that be Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever I remember. I know life gets hectic and it's tiring. You may not want to do it. You may be tired from work. You got kids, whatever. Deep condition your hair, please, and thank you. Let a cap sit on for 30 minutes. I personally use Meal Organics, but I do have a jar of Camille Rose, and it was really expensive, so I have to use the whole thing first before I throw it away. But if you're looking for a deep conditioner, I do recommend Meal Organics. And the second thing would be low maintenance. So yeah, it wasn't really hard for me to figure that out. When my hair was shorter, I would do like 2 big flat twists, or do 2 strand twists and leave it in all week, take them out on the weekend when I'm trying to look cute or something. But the moment that I got a little bit of length on my hair, I didn't know how to act. Like, trying to do all these new styles on YouTube, looking up tutorials, like, oh, that's cute, that would be so cute on me. Just throwing through Pinterest, looking up stuff. Like, you will, I'm not gonna say that it's easy, you will try to mess with your hair. As soon as you see that it got some length to it, you will try to mess with it. But please try to keep your hands out of it. Maybe you style it that one week on that Sunday or Monday or whatever your hair day is. If you style it then and just leave it and then try not to touch it till next week. I know protective styles work for a lot of people. I don't really get protective styles a lot, but I think it's a great idea. I have really poor skin, and the moment that my hair gets dirty, I start breaking out really bad. My chest, my forehead, like everything. So I try to stay away from having my hair in a style for too long, but just as little manipulation as possible. And the third tip would be to clip your ends. So I've heard of people saying like every 6 months. I've heard of people saying every time you get your hair done. Some people go longer than that. I think it's important for you to listen to your hair, because everyone's hair isn't the same. So I tried originally, I think this was like a little bit before July. I think I had my hair straightened in February of 2016. I got it done again in July of 2016. And I ended up having to get a lot of hair cut off because it wasn't getting trimmed. So me personally, I think I need more trims than the average person. But listen to your hair. So if you have a hairstylist, you know, listen to them. But if you know your hair, then listen to your hair, because everybody isn't the same in this department, I don't think. And do not ever do this. So when I got my hair done this time and I got it straightened professionally, she's like, yeah, so there's a piece in your hair that's like up here and then the rest is like down here. And I'm like, yeah. So what had happened was, I am infamous for when I have a wash and go or a wash and go style, if a curl is like dangling a little too low or it's not uniform with the rest of the curls, I will cut it off. Don't do that, okay? I'm sorry. Like, I'm keeping it real with y'all. I do make mistakes, and I definitely did that. And you can't really tell, but it's just like a heads up, like, Taylor, you probably shouldn't do that ever again, like, because it's not a good look. So don't do stuff like that. You know, get your hair professionally trimmed, because you don't really know what you're cutting, especially me, because I was cutting out a ponytail, so the hair isn't even, you know, all the way out, and I'm just snipping away like, oh, that don't go, that don't match, let me get that. So stay away from that. No at-home haircuts, because when you go to the shop for real, you might be disappointed. I fortunately wasn't disappointed because it was just like a little piece, but it could have been worse, because I do get crazy with the scissors. And so yeah, those are my 3 tips of how I got my hair to grow. And I measured my hair last July, so July 2016. It was like 10 inches. And I've gotten a few trims, so we'll see. I'm going to start from right here, the top of my hair. I'm just gonna let my phone fall. Okay. So you guys can see, possibly. My hair is about, I'm gonna just stop it at 15. I won't say 16. We'll stop it at 15. So my hair is about 15 inches. And I'm trying to get to 18 inches. So I have a little bit more to go. I will be tracking my journey. If you guys want to do this together, I think that'll be really cool. And we can track our hair growth together. We're trying to get to 18 by next year, which I think is possible. I just have to keep it up. And remember, like, I'm giving you length retention tips, but what's most important is to treat your hair really nice. And as long as it's healthy, it's gonna grow. So I hope you guys like my length retention videos. If you have any questions for me, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm very available. So hit me up, and thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe and like and comment. Y'all be good. Much love to you all.
She knows I'ma be her boy forever, and she knows